Hello, everyone. I'm here to tell all of us that INEC is not the problem. The people at INEC are the problem. Police is also not the problem. The people in police are the problem. The government is Nigerian government. It's not the problem. The people in the government, in the Nigerian government, are the problem. Whatever institutions that you find that it's wrong, it is not the institution itself that is the problem. The people that are there are the problem. The same way Nigeria, it's not the problem. We Nigerians are the problem. And if we understand it from this perspective, we then would realize that what needs to be fixed are the people and not necessarily the institutions and whatever it is that they are made up of. We as a people have continuously giving up of our power because we assume that there's something, someone, somewhere that is going to solve this problem that we have. It's either God is going to solve the problem, and that's why you see us all the time focusing on prayers, national prayer. As we are speaking now, the illegitimate government of Tinubu is thinking about planning a national prayer. Meanwhile, terrorists are forming new groups and attacking the people. You see what I mean? The people are the problem. So if we understand that the people are the problem and we do everything we can to ensure that we put in the right people, then they will solve the problem. They will work hard for the nation and they will do the needful. I see a lot of people talking about the U.S. election that just passed. Even before the election itself, Nigerians were so invested. Some people who called me, who did this, who did that, all they wanted to support someone that they believe is the one that will bring in the right government into Nigeria. I laugh because we do what we always are good at doing. Abdicate our responsibility and believe that somebody else will be the one that will do it for us. No. Even when people come, they try to tell you that, oh, Tinubu is so powerful. Tinubu will not give way in 2027 or whatever it is. He has this, he has that. Lies. The only power he has is the power he has over your mind. You that have allowed yourself to be self-defeated. You that believe that you do not have power. You that believe that you're not enough, that you must have something somewhere, someone that will do it. That is what he depends on to be powerful. Nothing else. When we said he was going to be defeated in Lagos, a lot of people said it was a lie. But the Lagos people made a statement. And even though it was still rigged, they couldn't rig their way into winning. They could only rig their way into reducing the votes. And that's the same way in a lot of places. In Port Harcourt, Rivers State, where he didn't win at all, it took people doing that. So when we understand that it's the people that are doing that, then we must understand that it's people that will correct it. I said to people, INEC, if we stand and say that INEC cannot rig election, they will not dare to rig any election. Because they know they are people, we are people, we stand. But the thing you always see, those who want the good of the nation are always quick to give up. I've spent 5 years, I've spent 7 months, I gave 1 year of my life. These people, they focus. Whereas those who want to destroy Nigeria are focused. They never complain about how long they've been on it. Whether it takes 2 decades, 3 decades, 5 decades, 6 decades, yes, 60 years. There are some people that have been working on destroying Nigeria for 60 years and they've never given up. They've never thought about giving up. But us with a sense of superiority, we sit in our sanctimonious throne and we feel, I've given 10 years to Nigeria. I can no longer do. I've given this to Nigeria. Yes, you gave to Nigeria, but we've not gotten to where the result is. So giving up can never be an option. We die here, we stand here, we walk here. And for those of you who are quick to come out and tell people that Nigeria cannot work, that Nigeria will not do this, you know what's your problem? You're afraid. You're afraid, and at the same time, you're lazy. You don't want to do the job. You're afraid. You don't want to be seen that you failed. You don't want to say, you're also disingenuous. You want to be able to say, the reason why I didn't do it is because I knew it was not going to work. The reason why it didn't work is because you were too afraid to join. And yes, it's good to say you don't want to do it, but stay off the lane of people who want to do it. It's their life they are wasting if you think they're wasting their life. There are some of you who feel that, anybody that is still sitting down in Nigeria saying they will not leave Nigeria or give birth to their children in this, they are hypocrites. Yes. Leave us with our hypocrisy. You that you know it will not work, you've gone, it's okay. And you have an absolute right to it. But you do not have the right to tell people who want to try that they cannot succeed. Yes, it's crazy people that make the world work. For everything that you see today, for every innovation, for every breakthrough, for every success, there were people who said it was never ever going to work. But the people who had those breakthroughs, the people who had those success, the people who had those innovations, they didn't listen. They continued. And yes, it is crazy people that will build this country. And it is crazy people that will stand and they will ensure that it's built. For everyone in INEC, you have families, you have family members. Everybody, if you talk to your people in INEC and tell them, do not do nonsense. Otherwise, you will have all of us. Yes, you will have all of us to deal with. And for those of you that have loved ones, relations, whatever in the police, you say to them, do not do any nonsense. Otherwise, you have all of us to contend with, to deal with. For every institutions that we have that are not working, the judiciary is not the problem. The people in the judiciary are the problem. And so if all of us stand and begin to face these people that are the problem, let's stop lumping the institution, the problems in that. Then the good people in those institutions, we have the mind to also stand. What we have is a trinity of a few people who have held our nation bondage, that even the good people who are more in number in these institutions dare not speak, because when they do, these few bad ones, they have a way of coming together and they deal with those people who stand for the right thing. The rest of us are busy praying to God. The rest of us are busy waiting for US to come and solve our problem. The rest of us are busy looking for who will be the ones to solve our problems without us taking responsibility for our problems and solving our problems. Let me tell you once again, these institutions are not the problem. The people in the institutions are the problem. Nigeria is not the problem. You and I are the problem of Nigeria, because we have refused to sit on and continue and insist that we must have a nation that works. And that's the reason why whenever some people bring ideas on what to do, there are so many that tell them it can't work. Yes, it didn't work for you, doesn't mean it will not work for me. And I will never, and there are lots of people, Nigerians, who are saying they will never self-defeat themselves. They will go all out and put their all in. And even if they fail, they will stand up. They will continue to work, to go on and continue to work for that betterment of Nigeria. Failure, they say, is not falling down. Failure is staying down. And we refuse to stay down. And we refuse to stay down. We refuse to stay down. We refuse to allow people walk over our heads because we are afraid of being called failures. Yes, we'll do election again and again and again. I lose again and again and again. I will stand up again and again and again. And I will go again and again and again. Yes, that's the way it must be. For those who have lost before, they lost a lot of time. They came on. And when they won, nobody cared about the fact that they lost. So this thing that we do, where we stop people from fighting, from doing the bit, stop it. And let me tell you something. Tinubu has absolutely no power. The only reason why he succeeded, and he will succeed if you allow him, is because you believe that you're powerless. And he focuses on that and wants to continue to make you believe that you're powerless. Nah, he is the one that is powerless. Because there's no how. The power of the people in government is more than the people in the nation. The people's power will always be more than those in government, especially an illegitimate government that is still fighting for legitimacy. Thank you for listening. And please think about what I have said. Bye.